Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And today I want to talk about a topic that haunted me from day one in this game and is still haunting me today. And I made my mistakes there too, but today it's not haunting me as much as it did. And that's about the people worrying about the speed ups all the time and forgetting a very important part when building, upgrading buildings, when upgrading ships. There is something that is more important than the speed ups. Of course, in between, I have to go to the mirror universe to get the speed ups from Romulus, and that's also important for me. But it would be much worse where I'm standing now. And at the moment, I am waiting for something else that's usually far more important than the speed ups. And in talking to my number of my viewers, I always get that people are so focused on speed ups nowadays that I want to shed the light on something else that is equally important, and you can do something about it, and that's the point with the materials. I know we get the choice tokens nowadays all the time where you can get some materials, but it's not that many choice tokens. I'm stuck at the moment myself. If we go to my station, then to the R&D department, that's what I have to do next, because that's the last step before I can finally get my shipyard 68. There I still need about 1,900, 2,000 rare refined gas. This would look much worse if I didn't concentrate on something that I'm always talking about in many videos, and that's efficiency. And I already was at the R&D department, so it's easy. And there's a lot of efficiency research, because if you're only concentrating on speeding buildings up once you finally manage to upgrade them, do not at the same time forget that it also costs materials and resources. And for those costs, which are hard to collect if you're not paying packs all the time, you can do something about the price tag on all these buildings and ship upgrades. And those are researchers spread all over these different research sections here, and that's efficiency research. You can see it even in this. Let's go to the starships. If I go to the GS31, I think there I got something left, for example, but it's just an example. There's more than that. Oh no, I finished that one. But for example, here I increased the base gas ore and the crystal cost efficiency for grade 4 plus ship components. There are other things, and I was with the starships as well. There's another ship here that gives me a bonus for the station. You see here, with the Monavine, I got the pure station, an efficiency for gas crystalline ore for upgrades on the station, and there are more ships doing that. Here we have with the Revenant an efficiency bonus for upgrading ships once again, and there are different efficiency bonuses here spread all over. There are some in the Galaxy thing. I guess there was the efficiencies as well. It's sometimes confusing where to look in the first place, especially when you got so far. But here we go. That's the ship component efficiency once again, and there are efficiency bonuses also in the X-Borg, if I remember correctly. You have the components boosts here. You have the research boosts here for materials. So they are spread all over the research, and you should not forget this, because I know I said efficiencies are key. I said this in so many videos, but in recent talks, as I said once again, I had this that people do not concentrate on the efficiencies enough, and that's why I wanted to repeat that. Some will probably say, "Oh, once again, you said that before," but it's spread everywhere, even in away teams. There, in the old away teams, in the new ones probably as well, but in the old away teams we had efficiencies here, if I can find them again. Also, we had speed ups for the building, so you don't always have to get the speed ups. You can also do something about the speed efficiencies, and that's why research is so important. And it's kind of my research is important week, if you looked at the last videos this week, but it's something people tend to forget, and tend to forget in certain areas, or in varying areas. That's why today it's a totally different topic. Why I lead you to the same thing I led you to in the last days. On the first day we had the combat strength. Why research could be more important. We had the mitigations and armor and dodge stuff yesterday, and today the building efficiencies for the speed of building or researching or upgrading, for the material cost of researching, upgrading. And that's always leads us back to the research. So this week is really in a kind of a research week where I really want to make especially new players keep a closer eye on their research. And if you want to add something about the efficiencies, please write in the comments below the video. And if you also want to see something else that's not this explanatory, but more playing and me talking about some other things as well while playing, then have a look at the new Let's Play channel. The link is in the pinned comments under the recent videos. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.